craft, and this is going to be very tasty, I hope. So the recipe that you will need is on our Facebook page, and you can either print it out or read it from the Facebook page, and it should have everything on there, the instructions of everything you need, the ingredients and the instructions of how to make it, but we can go through them now. So we will need some self-raising flour, some baking powder, some butter or margarine, we'll have to chop that up, some sugar, caster sugar, a pinch of salt, it's my little salt shaker, some milk, we've got the measurements on there for you, and a little squeeze of lemon juice. You don't have to have that, but that will help the milk, okay, because it makes the milk curdle and that helps the rising process. A bit of chemistry there, okay. And what have I got here? This is the best bit. This is what I'm going to decorate it with afterwards, okay. So we're going to put some of these things aside while we get ourselves ready. So you'll need to have the grown-up help you switch the oven on, a nice hot oven, 200 degrees. Right, we move some things out of the way. And the next thing you'll need to get ready, a nice big baking tray like this with some greaseproof paper on it so that your scone mixture won't stick. Okay, so into our flour here, we've already mixed in some salt and the baking powder already mixed in. Give that a nice little stir around, and then what you'll need to put in is the butter and margarine, and then with your fingertips, it takes a while, rub together very gently until eventually all the butter, the margarine is mixed into the flour and it all looks like breadcrumbs. So that looks a little bit like sandal breadcrumbs, and that is so well mixed in, not with the aid of my food processor at all. Okay, this is the sugar, so we'll need to mix a little bit of sugar in according to the measurements, and you just give that a nice gentle stir in to your dough. And then when you've done that, I'm going to give it a very good proper mix, you make a well in the middle, like a big bit of a hole in the middle of your dry mixture there, and then you have ready your milk. Now, a good thing to do with the milk to make it work really well is to give it a little few minutes in the microwave so it's nice and warm, and then you get your lemon and you squeeze a little bit of lemon juice into your milk mixture. You don't need a lot, just a little tiny bit. And then that, I don't know if you can see, but that makes the milk go a little bit funny and lumpy, and it's called curdling, and that helps then when you mix those two together, which is what we're going to do now in our mixture. You pour that in and you give it a really, really good mix until it's all mixed in together. Okay, so you should have your dough ready when you've mixed all those together. It'll be very light, you don't need to squeeze it too much. And have some flour handy, put some flour out ready, and then gently roll it into a sort of a fat sausage like that. Now, we're going to make the letters, well, you can make the letters of your name out of this lovely dough. I'm going to make the letters of the arc, and that means I will need 6 letters. So I'm going to divide this into 6 pieces. So those are 2, and then I'm going to make this 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So if your name is very long, you might want to do just your first letters of your name or your nickname, or just figure out something, I'm sure, along those lines. I've made out 6 dough balls here, and I'm going to make 6 letters with these. So we're going to do the letters of the arc. Right, so we have done the messy bit. My hands are still a bit messy, but I have made some letters. There we go. The arc. Now, to make them stand out a little bit more, the next thing to do is you can decorate your letters like this with all sorts of different colours. You can use chocolate chips, you could use raisins, you can use sweets like this. I'm sure whatever you put on will be very, very tasty. So, and it will also help your letters stand out. So hopefully you won't have any left, and you can use up all your sweets to cover your letters. And hopefully you will be able to do the letters of some of your names. Sorry, some of the letters of your name. So we have done the arc, and we're now ready to put this in the oven, and it needs to go in the oven for about 10 minutes. But maybe not that long, because if your letters are quite thin, then they may take a quicker time to cook. So whoever's looking after the oven for you, they can keep an eye on them. Okay, so we're ready to put this in the oven. Right, so it smells good in my kitchen. We've just taken our lettuce out of the oven and they're looking quite good. And all the little chocolatey pieces have just melted in a little bit. So we've got the arc. So I expect when you have a go, your kitchen will smell just as good, if not better, and you'll have some tasty treats to eat. But you'll have to let them cool down before you can eat them, and make sure your grown-up is there to help you get them in and out of the oven. So have fun with that and don't eat too much, and have a lovely weekend. God bless. Bye-bye.